Hello my children and welcome to Magick Kool-Aid Ultra Episode 1. It's me, your host, Dr. Michael Christ, and I just want to let you guys know I have gone through a major shamanic death and rebirth over the last few days, where once I was in the thrall of the goddess of chaos, Eris, and her willing agent, things have changed. I've come to a great realization that I am in fact here to spread love and tolerance to YouTube, and not chaos and havoc and destruction. So, my ways have changed, everyone. I realized that I was completely wasting my shamanic powers by attacking shamans, when in fact I should have been embracing my own shamanism. So Patrick, I'm going to have some words for you here in a few, and I think you're going to appreciate them, okay? Now, for those of you who are new and who didn't follow my previous channel, which was titled Omni Eris, which is still up, my entire goal as Omni Eris was to be an agent provocateur and to poke things in the eye and stir shit up and see what kind of havoc I could wreak by picking on generally bullies, sociopaths, sycophants, and dangerously stupid people. Those were generally the people that I picked on. And I did cause quite a lot of drama. But mostly what happened is that my own heart began to shrivel up and blacken, and I could no longer feel any sympathy for anyone. I realized that that's not how I want to live my life, guys. I want to live my life making things better and not just tearing them down. Or if I'm going to do that, I want to at least switch back and forth, every like 5 to 6 months. I feel like I'm in a very constructive phase right now. And so no longer shall the fires of Eris sweep the face of YouTube's conspiratard realms. Now, it shall be the loving, cleansing waters of Omni-Eros that does it. And I want all of you conspiratards out there, and all of you other people who are not conspiratards, who are now fair game, since I no longer have the word conspiratard in the title, to just brace yourself for a tidal wave of love and tolerance. Because I'm going to drown you in love and tolerance, okay? And you're going to love it, alright? There you go. Has the change been thoroughly explained? Has my new purpose been fully stated? Because if so, I have some statements written by my Masonic handlers here for me to read. I do 100% agree with everything that's included in the statements, okay? Okay, so, as Omni Eris, I insulted conspiratard after conspiratard, and some of them I think I shamed into hiding. I think I did a public service to society, but the seasons change. Now is the time for healing and love and tolerance, okay? Now, I'm being very sincere here when I apologize to these people. You'll remember I have twice now sincerely apologized to Jesse Spots. Last time I apologized to him was in my previous video, where I apologized to Jesse, and I said some nice things about him. I complimented him on his recently getting pregnant. I wished him well. And Jesse, when are you going to tell us who the father is? Is it Dan Pratt? Alright, let's get to work. Who should I apologize to first? Let's just see what my Masonic notes have to say. Oh, Star Gods, you're on the top of my list. Okay, Star Gods, I'm sorry I said that your face looks like it's melting. It does not look like it's melting at all. It is perfectly symmetrical. There's nothing wrong with your face. In fact, I would say it's exquisite. But even if your face was melting, you're not as dumb as I made you out to be. You're in fact very, very intellectual. So intellectual that most people, they're not smart enough to watch your entire 25-minute videos where you ramble on and on about things. But in an intelligent way, you're rambling, I mean. Because your intelligence is just too much for people. So I was wrong to say that your face is melting, and I was wrong to say that you're dumb, because you're neither of those things. You're beautiful, and you're extremely intelligent. I should not have attacked you. It was wrong of me. It's just that while possessed by Eris's demons, I just had this insatiable lust for retarded blood, and I happened to zone in on you, and it was wrong of me. In fact, I love you now, Star Gods. I literally love you. Literally. I was not a good person when I attacked you, but I am now. Took a few days, but I'm a good person now. So I want to give you some advice, okay? Delete your channel for your own good. Who's next? Oh, Patrick John Coleman. Patrick. Patrick. I feel like we've had a lot of past lives together, Patrick. Actually, I know we have because I'm a shaman now. And I know we've had a lot of past lives together. And that's why we have such animosity toward each other. Or rather, I have such animosity towards you. Because you fucked me over pretty hard in a lot of those past lives, Patrick. And don't forget, we did agree to this soul contract before we were both born that stated that I would in fact prey upon you. We agreed to a soul contract by your own admission. So don't feel bad. You know that I'm only giving you what you need, okay? All this being said, I probably should have left you alone after I snatched Vitaly out of your jaws, but I didn't. I decided to go in for the kill, and it was wrong. It was wrong of me, Patrick. I crossed the line with you. It is true that you said that you raped someone, but that's because you were whacked out of your fucking skull when you said it. So I'm sorry, Patrick. I'm sorry that I pointed that out to everyone. And you're a great guy, honestly. You can totally spot a narcissist when you see one. And you know a lot about science. So there you go. Some nice things to say about you, Patrick. And one more nice thing. Probably your best quality. You are very good at lying. And that's a skill that can make you some money in life. You know what I mean? Now, some good advice for you. Delete your channel. Okay? For your own good. Next up we have Spiritry Naima. Spiritry Naima! That's right. You thought I would never say your name again? I'm saying it. And I want to say a couple things about you, Spiritry. First off, you know what you did. And you know it was pathetic. Right? You know it's disturbing that you would actually put the effort forth to censor me, right? It's a little sad. But I want to say this. I do forgive you. Okay? And that means I have to say one nice thing and give you some good advice? Okay, well here's the nice thing I want to say to you. You're very good at getting people to shut up about you. At least temporarily. And the advice I want to give you, Spiritry, is delete your channel for your own good, okay? Am I missing anyone? Were there any other major conspirators that I went after as Omni Eris? I can't think of anyone. Oh, wait. I just remembered someone. Probably the craziest person that I have ever seen on YouTube. You just look into these eyes, and you know this person has been to prison before. Okay? That's how creepy they look. Who else would I be referring to? Except for Shiata Feline. That's right, you crazy cat lady. I miss you. I almost killed your free pass just so I could write another song about you, but I didn't because I was lazy. Those days are over now, though. They're behind us. I just want to say, I realize now, you're not just a bitch. You're also very mentally ill. And that's why you spend hours and hours every day on YouTube typing the same stupid comments on hundreds of channels. Channels that your comments will simply get deleted from. I feel bad for you that you're so dedicated to telling everyone that you're a half-cat person. And I shouldn't pick on people with such strong mental illnesses like yourself, even if you are definitely a bitch. So I love you, Shiata. I literally love you. And I forgive you for being a cat person from the Star Lyra. You see, I understand now what it's like to have magic powers. Just like you. I'm a shaman now. And people like us with superpowers are persecuted by society. I'm sick of people with superpowers being persecuted. And that's the whole point of this channel. I'm going to stand up. Stand up! For people with superpowers. So I guess I have to say a nice thing about you and give you some advice. The nice thing I want to say is that cats are a vital part of the ecosystem. Even if they eat their own poop, vomit it up, and then eat it again sometimes. And that being said, maybe I'm wrong. You do kind of seem like an actual cat person if we take that into account. So here's my advice. delete your channel. Alright? Delete it. For your own good. Well guys, that's everyone on the list. I almost feel like I'm forgetting somebody though. This was somebody really important. Somebody that I feuded with, and he kind of handed me my ass. He was smarter than me and more attractive. Oh, here we go. I'm getting a message. Who is... Oh, how could I forget? James Jackson! Okay, Steven, fine. I'll stop toying with you, okay? I know the Lord is watching, and I know He's waiting for me to say something about Him. So, Steven, while I will never apologize to you for the videos that I made about you, what I will apologize for is not quite understanding you. You see, now that I've digested your soul and all of your knowledge has come flooding into my brain, I think I understand you a little better now. I thought you were a crazy-ass motherfucker, and you definitely are. But maybe you're crazy in a different way than I realized. In fact, maybe we're crazy in the exact same way, Steven. I guess only time will tell. But one thing that makes us totally different is that I don't actually have a cult. That's a bit of degenerate behavior, don't you think? Speaking of degenerate behavior in Steven Christ, Steven, I hear that you had a little something to say in a recent Google Hangout with my buddy Darth Xenu's friends. And Darth Xenu, of course, put me up to commenting on this video.
God, your mic sucks.
So, I don't know exactly what the whole story here is. There's a bunch of these people on a hangout. I don't know who any of them are. And Steven somehow gets invited to the hangout, and he has a lot to say. Let's see what Steven has to say. And guys, most of what he has to say is a repetition of 2 words. I'm going to let you hear what those words are. We're just going to skip, because it's pretty much the same thing through the whole video.
More funny.
Fuck
me.
Yeah,
You know?
more fun.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get it on an even keel.
Oh, yeah, well, he doesn't care, so...
Yeah, he doesn't care what
That's
we say,
Steven
even
saying
if it's
laugh
truth
with
or
me.
whatever.
Laugh
But
with
I'll tell you what I will do,
Not
just to get
that-
the sound bites. I'll
This
go
guy
ahead
needs
and
to
do
shut
the
up
sound
so
bite.
we can hear the Lord
Fuck off,
speak.
piece of shit.
Yeah, Steven, tell us,
Well,
motherfucker.
you came here, so what do you want?
Piece
What do you
of
want?
shit. You invited me. No, you invited me, dude. You called me a pussy.
They should be so lucky to have Lord Steven Christ in their Google Hangouts. They're going to say, you came here, why are you talking to me this way? Who cares how Steven wants to talk to them? They should just be grateful to be in his presence.
Pussy. I'm not a pussy. You're a fucking pussy for not showing your face. Where's your fucking face?
Well,
man?
Well,
Where the fuck is your fucking ugly motherfucking
Way to
face,
go, Steven.
You know what I'm looking like, huh?
Where the fuck is your face?
Basically what's happening is these people keep talking to each other while Steven curses them out.
Time.
The God,
There you go.
You've
the
been
God
There
going
he
for
is.
fucking
doesn't
5
know what I
ass
look
years
like,
on the
everybody.
internet not showing your face, you little pussy.
The God that
Where's
created me
your
doesn't know what I
face,
look like,
pussy?
everybody.
That's a good one.
Of course, the kicker is that I know exactly what red line
This
looks
is
like.
exemplary
Yeah,
behavior,
and he's not
Lord.
even God, so.
Yeah.
You look like shit.
Yeah, well,
look
you
like
got
an
that much
unkept
right.
fucking bastard. What the fuck? Who's a Scottish guy smoking a fucking cigar?
Guy?
What the fuck?
Scottish?
the Scottish guys are
guy,
really
I mean,
actually.
listen, man, you know, Scottish may be your mum,
Fuck
okay?
off. Where'd you get
Yeah,
that
fuck
fucking
you.
lame-ass
And your
haircut?
mum.
You
Yeah,
Yeah,
Scottish.
That's pretty much the entirety of the call. And I want to play this for a specific reason. While the call is kind of entertaining, it's entertaining because Steven is just yelling fuck you over and over. And Steven, I agree with your sentiment. These people are fucking boring, okay? I don't know who they are, but I know who you are. And you're clearly the star personality of the group. So you're totally justified in screaming fuck you at these people and calling them out. And I want to say, Darth Xenu, many times have you tried to get me to step into your trap, to chase Scientologists, to piss off Tori Amos fans. I don't follow your orders, Darth Xenu. Alright? I'm in charge of my own destiny. And I'm not going to get gang-stalked by the Church of Scientology, because I'm not that stupid. So here are my comments, okay? Steven is the funniest thing in this video. Steven's totally justified in yelling fuck you at these people because they don't realize just how well they've been played. Or maybe they are in on it. I'm starting to wonder, how many people are in on this joke? And am I one of the only people on the outside of it? That being said, I'm not going to ruin the joke for everyone, but I'll give you a hint. Darth Xenu. Too bad I wasn't there. I'd tell that fuck exactly where to go. I bet you would tell him where to go if you had been there, Darth Xenu. Very clever. In fact, I'm a little bit jealous of your skills. Way to go. So, Popobawa, I know you're out there listening. I need you to prove your loyalty to me by going and destroying Darth Xenu's butthole, okay? And if you don't, then I'm going to have to think that maybe you're actually doing Xenu's bidding and not mine. And I hope that's not the case, because I have other demons that I can sick on you. Alright, Popobawa? So go fuck Darth Xenu in the asshole and get back to me about it. Okay? And let me know how it was, Xenu. Alright guys, well, I know I said I was going to do a whole episode for you today, but unfortunately that's just not going to work for me right now. So, I'm sorry about that. I gave you what I could. And the first official episode will actually be on Monday. Just wanted to clear some things up and set the channel on the right track with this video. So, sorry about that. And stay tuned, okay? Because more is coming.